I'm Erik Paulson, and you're watching the MMA Show.
Welcome to the MMA Show. I'm quite fortunate today. I'm joined by MMA legend and long-time trainer, Erik Paulson. Thanks for the time, Erik.
My pleasure.
Now, you're in the middle of a European tour. You've also been coaching in America a long time. How do you see the level of MMA in Scotland? How does that stack up against the rest of the world?
I haven't seen many of the fights over here, but I've been coming out here since 1993, trying to promote MMA for countless years. And I know, like in England, for instance, it's blossomed, become huge because the UFC's there. Now I know Scotland has a lot of fractures of different organizations and schools that are actually competing wherever it is in Europe, over here in the UK. And I see a lot of the gyms, they're consistently trying to get information, trying to get better, trying to access more of the cutting edge knowledge and training methods of some of the top guys.
Have you got any tips for young guys starting out in MMA, especially in Scotland?
Well, you want to get a good team. Try to get a good teacher, try to get a good team of people that are around you, but you really need more than anything is a good group of people, a good support group, and a good coach.
Or I go under the arm. So I'm going to go over the arm. This is going to hook here. Straight line in the legs. I jump slowly. The first one is lock here. Okay, first one. Second one is I go here. Crisscross. Third one is the heel. Fourth one is the arm here. Okay, leg positions. One is split.
Now, back in the 90s, you were basically representing Jeet Kune Do in your fights. Do you think traditional martial arts still have a big place in MMA?
Well, I do, because of the fact that a lot of guys are just doing MMA, and so you see all these MMA gyms, but where are the roots? Where's your heritage come from? The thing is, you need to know where your roots are. Another thing is the discipline factor has disappeared a lot. A lot of guys are gym jumpers. A lot of guys sit there and talk. They get on the internet and talk. And the whole fight mentality, sometimes for a lot of people, is about competing, but you also have to be balanced, and you have to know where you stand, and I think you have to be a solid person, and that needs to be taught and passed on by your coach. And not about guys, hey, where's the next best gym? Hey, where should we train? How about finding a great coach that actually is a good teacher, that has a background, a traditional background? Discipline comes from showing up on time, showing up daily, treating people correctly, being well balanced. So that's what's important.
You've trained a lot of big names over the years, one of them being Ken Shamrock. I don't know if you still keep in touch with him or not, but how do you think his alternative rules MMA fight is going to have with James Toney? And do you think he'll be successful?
Yes, I do. I think he's going to take James Toney down. If he's smart, he's not going to try to stand with him. He's going to slug him and take him down and get him on the ground and submit him. And I guarantee he's going to go for a leg lock and ankle lock. I know I would. Ken's going to go back to the Ken from the Ultimate Fighter 1. He's going to hit a double leg, and then he's going to go straight to an ankle lock.
Okay, you heard it here first. You're a pretty intense guy when you're training. What do you do in your downtime to relax?
Downtime, I like to go to movies. I like to bowl. I like to go hiking. I like to go motorcycle riding. I go to the gym. I meditate. I have some support groups, healing groups for some of my friends who have cancer. So I put prayer groups together for healing, and I do a lot of research. You know, sometimes I'll go to other schools and say hi and travel.
Speaking of research, you've got a book out, I believe, Rough and Tumble.
Yeah, Rough and Tumble is a book on catch wrestling, American submission wrestling. A lot of the old catch wrestlers who competed in America, in the UK for almost a century ago. And it's got heritage, and it's got interviews, and it's got the roots of catch wrestling.
And what's the website you'll be able to buy that on for?
ErikPaulson.com. www.erikpaulson.com. I have it up on my website right now. But yeah, go to my website, or BudoVideos.com.
You've fought all over the world and with different organisations. Do you think Zuffa having a massive control and interest in MMA is a good thing or a bad thing?
I think it's a good thing because it sets the quality and the standard of the fighting to a higher level. And I think that's important right now because I go to some of these events and it's like, wow, they're so disorganized. And they bring in, what they do is they bring in, basically it's the big leagues. When you make the UFC, you've made the big leagues. And even though the money might not be great, first of all, you're on TV, you have exposure, publicity, you have sponsors, advertising, you're fighting on a show. Even if you don't get on TV, you're fighting on a show that is so well organized. It's such a well-oiled machine that it's...
The production value is brilliant.
Yeah, it's spectacular. And you can count on things being on time.
Talking of being on TV, you're just off the Ultimate Fighter. Did you enjoy coaching? What did you think of the experience?
Yes, I did. I had a great time. It was fun for me to coach with Brock, help out with the team. I was surprised when he asked me to be on there, and then when he did, it was good because I got to do a lot of stuff. He let me teach as much as I could, and then in the end, he let me actually let me hold pads and train a lot of guys, so it was good. You know, I actually got to formulate game plans, and
I think after you went a couple of fights down, you really saw the competitive instincts for you all. You really changed it up.
Yeah, it was. Well, because we weren't quite sure.
Last of all, I don't know if you knew this or not, but Andy Wilson is ranked #2 heavyweight in Scotland.
Oh, good.
Do you think a lot of that's down to his combat submission wrestling, the catch wrestling?
Yeah, and I think the fact that he's strong, and he goes to the gym and lifts, and he trains hard, and he's been training for years with a lot of good guys. Him and Andy, Callahan and Wilson both train together and train hard, and you develop a lot of good, tough guys. And when you have the attributes, along with the skill and the wind, the catch wrestling is a very aggressive fighting style that you add to the striking, so it's attack, attack, attack. The jiu-jitsu is a little more passive, but it's very flowing and very good at reversals and defense. So I think the mixture with all that, along with good clinch work, takedowns with wrestling and striking is unprecedented.
Thanks very much for your time, Eric.
All right.
Appreciate it. I know you're a
My
busy
pleasure.
man. Thanks.
All right.
Also,
Thank you very
thanks
much.
to Andy Wilson and Andy Callahan and West Coast MMA for putting this together. Good night.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks very much, Eric.